The gang starts off their latest game with Ygra, who plays a tapped Edge Maze, surveilling a card to the graveyard. Then Sam plays a tapped Sundown Pass, John plays a tapped Undercity Sewers, also surveilling to the graveyard, while Tom ends the first turn cycle with an Undergrowth Stadium and a cast of Bone Cache Overseer. On his second turn, Ygra plays another tap land and Frontier Bivouac and passes. Sam plays a command tower and looks to ramp with Nature's Lore, getting a tapped Lush Portico, surveilling a card to the graveyard. John only plays a Drowned Catacombs and passes, while Tom does the same, playing a forest and giving the turn to Ygra. Ygra plays a mountain and finally casts his first spell in Dryad of the Elysian Grove, which allows him to play Sulphur Falls as his second land per turn. After that, he passes. Sam plays an overgrown farmland and casts his commander, Baylen the Haymaker, followed by a pass to John. John plays a Shipwreck Marsh, then casts Gravelighter, using its effect to have each player sacrifice a creature. Once all the creatures are taken care of, he passes the turn to Tom. Having lost his creature, Tom plays a Swamp and casts Insidious Roots, before passing back to Ygra. Ygra first casts Kadama's Reach, putting a tapped forest into play, and a second forest into hand, which he then plays as his land for turn. Having no further play, he passes. Sam plays a forest, then casts Tempt with Vengeance for X equals 4, making 4 hasty 1/1 elementals. He sends said elementals for some revenge at John, and passes. John plays an Underground River, and casts his commander, Vren the Restless. Once in play, he passes to Tom. Tom plays the Llanowar Wastes, followed by Eleanor Gardner, making a food upon entering. With no mana left over, he gives the turn back to Ygra. Ygra first casts IAC, Tyrant of the Gyre Strait, then plays Talon Gates of Madara, triggering IAC to draw. He then plays a second land in Training Center, once again triggering IAC to draw, before finishing off his turn with a Delighted Halfling. Sam starts his turn by recasting his commander, Baylen the Haymaker. He then plays a Commercial District tapped, surveilling to the graveyard, and passes. John plays a Swamp and casts Zod's Will, choosing both modes. Once Will resolves, Roots triggers, giving Tom a plant. John then attacks Ygra with Vren, and on his end step, Vren creates 3 rats, courtesy of Sazath. Tom first casts Buried Alive, putting Skeleton Crew, Razorlash Transmogrant, and Bloodghast into his graveyard. He then plays Tainted Woods, triggering Bloodghast to return to play, and making another plant with roots. After that, he passes. Ygra first casts Escape to the Wilds, exiling his top 5 cards. He plays Commercial District tapped from exile, surveilling to the graveyard. Next he casts a Case of the Locked Hothouse, also from exile, alongside the previously exiled Stomping Ground, for which he pays 2 life. Finally he casts Library of Ling, again from exile, and passes to Sam, solving the case on end step. Sam plays a Battlefield Forge, and recasts his commander, Baylen the Haymaker, which with the help of his tokens, enables him to cast Idol of Oblivion. After that, he passes. John first sends all his rats at Ygra, and in his second main, he casts Bonus Hunger, ascending, and having each opponent sacrifice half his creatures rounded up. This once again enables Vren to make 6 more rats on end step, followed closely by Tom returning Razorlash into play and making yet another plant with roots. On his turn, Tom casts Soul Ring, followed by his commander, Ygra, Eater of All. before passing back to Extra. Extra first casts Mina and Den, Wildborn, from the top of his deck. He then plays a Game Trail tapped from the top, followed by Crop Rotation, sacrificing a forest to cost. In response, John casts Childred's Edict, wanting each opponent to sacrifice a non-token creature. Extra responds to this, however, with an Ancient Grudge on Vren, paying for Ward. Not wanting to see his commander go, John once again responds, this time with a Snuff Out, paying 4 life to destroy Ygra, which is actually an illegal target since Snuff Out can only target non-black creatures. Nevertheless, the stack still resolves, with Crop Rotation getting a bountiful landscape in the end. Extra then plays a Spire Garden from the top, alongside a Valakut Exploration also from the top. With no mana left over, he passes, letting John make 4 rats on his end step. Sam's only play for the turn is a Finale of Glory for X equals 5, making 5 2/2 soldiers, and an activation of Idol to draw. Missing a land, he passes to the Ratman himself, John. Deciding to finish off the game, John casts Rankle's Prank, making them all lose 4, and sacrifice 2 creatures. What is left is an attack with his remaining rats at Tom, Extra, and Sam, sending 3, 2, and 8 respectively, taking them out, and claiming victory in the name of the rat.